Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on something really unique, I think. A thought-provoking journey. It sort of challenges us, to bridge the scientific with the deeply spiritual,
Mm.
in ways you might not quite expect. We're diving into this remarkable text. It's called Laguna Canyon Canto by Russ McClay. And it's not your typical article, not at all. It's much more like a poetic piece, philosophical, spiritual, almost an invocation.
Yeah, like a meditation in verse, you could say.
Exactly. So our mission here in this deep dive is to try and unpack the layers of meaning in this canto. We'll touch on humanity's huge evolutionary path, our intricate biology,
Uh-huh.
and then these really profound spiritual questions, even cosmic thoughts. We're asking, how does McClay's work kind of push against our usual boundaries,
Yeah.
between physical and spiritual?
And what might it suggest about our potential if those two realms actually truly merge?
Yeah, get ready for maybe some unexpected aha moments here.
Well, it's a text that immediately demands your attention, doesn't it? What's so striking right from the start is how McClay doesn't just talk about the big picture, like our whole history,
Right, the grand narrative.
but he connects it almost seamlessly, with the most intimate biological stuff happening inside us right now. It just frames our existence in this way that makes you want to see the unity.
It really does. And the canto kicks off with this incredible, almost, audacious invitation. Tippy glasses, humanity. Drink up, multiply, conquer the earth.
Quite the opening.
It is. It's this big celebratory start, acknowledging our journey from the swamps of eons past to the grand eloquence of today. It's powerful. A testament to our persistence, our biological drive.
Definitely.
But then, like you said, almost in the same breath, it yanks you right into the microscopic present.
And that's where I think the real genius starts to show. After celebrating this massive evolutionary win, the canto just grounds us. Right back in our immediate physical reality, it reminds us of the ascent we breath as the 10 billion cellular transactions occur.
Wow. Just think about that number for a second.
Exactly, that huge sweep of time evolution
Mhm.
right next to the constant, silent, microscopic work inside every single one of us right now.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful way to shrink the cosmic and expand the immediate all at once.
That's a fantastic way to put it. It almost asks us to think about our personal ascent
Yeah.
within that larger human story. And it gets even more specific, doesn't it? Pointing to how we visualize as the subtle photochemical neurotransmitters fire relatively silent,
Uh-huh.
sending the electrochemical message along patterned circuitry. For you listening, just imagine these incredibly complex chemical signals in your brain,
Firing away.
silently sparking, transmitting, organizing everything we perceive, every thought. It really makes you pause.
It absolutely does.
Just thinking about that silent, complex machine that lets us be here, perceive, think.
And it immediately takes that biological wonder and elevates it. It poses this crucial question. Can such a thing be in the image of God? Can such things be noble enough to be vehicle for spirit? So it's not just science, it's a direct challenge.
Our assumptions.
McClay seems to be saying, look, this intricate biology we have, it's not just random parts. Maybe it's the perfect vehicle, maybe even designed for spirit.
Right.
It asks us to see our physical selves not as separate from spirit, but absolutely fundamental to it.
Which leads us right into one of the most, intriguing parts of the canto, and maybe one of the most provocative lines, frankly, something that sparks a curiously cosmic thought. The text mentions Christ's DNA code, the mystery unfolds.
Yeah.
Now, that's a statement. It just begs exploration, right? Blending modern genetics with Jesus.
It's an extraordinarily audacious claim, isn't it?
Definitely. What do you make of that?
For me, it pushes way beyond just metaphor. It's almost like a radical rethinking of how divinity might actually show up in the material world. Okay. By suggesting a Christ's DNA code, McClay forces us to confront how we even think about the sacred. Is it just an abstract idea, or could it have physical echoes, even genetic ones? It's like trying a scientific demystification that paradoxically actually deepens the mystery.
Right. It doesn't flatten it.
No. It raises the question, if divinity has some kind of physical anchor, what does that mean about the potential divinity in all biological life?
It's like a powerful way to reframe it. It takes that idea of immanence, the divine being in the world, and gives it this biological, almost tangible feel. The canto says, One aspect of Christ was his DNA, another was his body, still another is his divinity.
Multi-layered.
Yes, suggesting this understanding where the physical, the genetic part is right there alongside the spiritual.
Acknowledged, integrated.
It's a profound attempt to reconcile or at least explore that intersection, material and mystical, not keeping them in separate boxes.
Exactly. And it's presented as something unfolding, a mystery still happening.
Right, not a closed case.
Yeah. And what's also striking is how McClay immediately grounds these huge cosmic ideas. Not in some abstract space, but a very specific place. Laguna Canyon and environs echoing along the pacifically peaceful pagan coast.
A lovely phrasing.
Isn't it? It's like saying these big ideas don't just float around up there. They emerge from the ground, from places of beauty, places with spiritual resonance.
It roots profound spiritual searching right in the everyday, in the local.
Yeah, a reminder that deep insights aren't just found in, special buildings. They can come from looking at the world around us, places like Laguna Canyon.
So how do we access these deeper truths as individuals? The Canto calls it the dynamic inquiry, described as the fervent attempt to be in touch. It sounds active, energetic.
That's right. Dynamic inquiry. It implies this constant, almost scientific approach to spiritual connection, like actively trying to tune into a signal, not just waiting for it.
Right.
And then it gives us this beautiful metaphor. Mysterious gates appear again, those inner doors through which we walk.
Inner doors. I like that.
It suggests the answers aren't just out there, but also deep inside us. We are reconnoitering the corridors for further evidence.
Exploring.
Evidence as to our origin and consequent destiny. It's not just empirical data. It's experiential evidence, too.
Yeah.
Intuitive.
It's like an internal expedition, isn't it? Exploring your inner landscape. And this journey seems to point towards something called stellar consciousness. That's a fascinating term.
It really is.
McClay hints at a kind of awareness deeply connected to ourselves, maybe even a cellular memory of our journey, our origins, all happening during the unforgettable morning of prayers. What could stellar consciousness mean for us?
Stellar consciousness. It's a profound concept, I think. It goes beyond just saying, okay, biology underlies consciousness. We know that.
Right.
It suggests that our cells themselves, the actual building blocks, might hold a deeper awareness, a memory maybe of our evolutionary path, our connection to everything, our origin and consequent destiny.
Wow. Like the cells remember.
Almost. As if our physical being isn't just a container, but an archive, a living record of wisdom. Okay. So if our cells carry this kind of innate intelligence, it completely reframes where consciousness is and how deeply our past, present, and future might be embedded right in us.
So the inquiry isn't just intellectual.
No, it's existential. It's something you experience in your own biology.
That's a truly mind-bending idea.
Yeah.
Our cells as not just workers, but repositories of cosmic memory. And this inquiry, this journey, it seems to lead towards emergence towards a center.
Precisely. The Canto talks about this collective evolution as a rising to the symphony of the universe.
Beautiful.
And the orchestration of the many races' paragonic cogitations.
Paragonic cogitations. What's that mean exactly?
It seems to mean the highest, the best thoughts, understandings, insights from all of humanity's diverse cultures.
Oh, okay.
It's this grand vision of humanity working together, pooling its best ideas and efforts in a concerted efforts of our humanity's auspices.
The unified effort.
And central to this merging, this collective awakening, is the idea that biologically the spiral is a key to spiritual ascension.
A spiral. That's such a potent image.
DNA, seashells, galaxies.
It's everywhere in nature, right?
Yeah.
So to say it's a key to spiritual ascension, it implies our biological design itself has patterns, pathways that can lead to higher states, to expanded consciousness.
Like our design is a blueprint for spiritual growth.
Exactly. And from this unified effort, this shared ascent, McClay gives us another really audacious thought. Indeed, it has been suggested that we could possibly do greater things than the master.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big one.
What does that mean for human potential?
Well, it's incredibly provocative, isn't it? Challenges the limits we put on ourselves. I don't think it's necessarily about, literally beating a historical figure.
Right, not a competition.
No, I think it's more about humanity's collective potential, that innovation and unity. It shifts the focus from just individual masters to a shared, evolving consciousness. McClay seems to suggest that a unified, spiritually aware humanity, acting together, could achieve a level of collective spiritual and creative output that orchestration of paragonic cognotations that's truly unprecedented.
The new level.
Almost like a conscious, collective evolution of consciousness itself, directing our focus, our worshipful encephalical waves.
Our best brain waves, essentially.
Our collective spiritual intention, yeah. Through spiritual channels to the Master Jesus to be relayed to the Father himself, it suggests a kind of co-creative partnership with the divine, elevating humanity's role.
That's a staggering vision. Humanity not just receiving truth, but actively participating in its innovation. It's unfolding.
Yeah.
So then the crucial question McClay poses is this. How much more intelligent insight is required to cognize the relevance of current endeavors of man and the truths of spiritual religion? He's really asking us to face that gap, isn't he, between our amazing science and our often, well, stuck spiritual understanding.
He is. Are we actually integrating them, or are we just living in separate silos? It's a vital question, and I love the counterpoint he offers immediately after. How much intelligent insight does it take to disregard these grosser realities?
Oh, interesting twist.
It implies it takes a certain kind of insight, or maybe a deliberate lack of it, a willful blindness, to ignore either the tangible realities of our science and tech world or the deep truths of spiritual seeking. He's challenging us to hold both, synthesize them.
Seeing them as two sides of the same coin.
Exactly, suggesting that truly evolved intelligence needs both. To disregard either, he implies, is actually a failure of insight.
It really is a call for holistic understanding, for wholeness. And the canto wraps up with this rhythm of devotion that seems to just soak into daily life. In the morning, there is soulful prayer. In the afternoon, a little more. In the evening, we return in prayer. As for the times in between, they're unnotable.
Yeah, it paints this picture of a life just saturated with inquiry and connection, not just scheduled appointments for spirituality.
Right. And then there's the mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, acting like this steady beat throughout.
That phrase, Om Mani Padme Hum, it's a powerful Sanskrit mantra, often translated as the jewel in the lotus.
Okay.
It's a call to enlightenment, compassion, wisdom, achieving purity of body, speech, mind. By weaving this mantra and that constant rhythm of prayer into the story, McClay reinforces the idea that this dynamic inquiry, the spiritual ascension, they aren't just grand ideas, they're practical, everyday practices, woven right into our waking, breathing life.
That continuous engagement, inner and outer worlds.
Exactly.
Wow, what an extraordinary journey we've just taken through Russ McClay's Laguna Canyon Canto. We've thought about humanity's huge ascent, the dance of billions of cells.
10 billion billion.
10 billion billion, right? And wrestled with that curiously cosmic thought of Christ's DNA, challenging how we see divinity. We've explored the dynamic inquiry through those inner doors, the idea of stellar consciousness, and envision that potential for innovation and unity. Even the idea of doing greater things.
Indeed. McClay's Canto really does invite us, doesn't it? To see how deeply connected biology, spirituality, and our collective human story are. It pushes us to consider our own origin and consequent destiny, and the meaning we get from both science and spiritual seeking. It's a profound call to integrate these parts of our reality, see them as a unified whole.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? This deep dive, hopefully, encourages you to consider your own personal ascent. Maybe that's through learning or reflection or just connecting more deeply with the world around you. It's a powerful reminder that deep inquiry, whatever form it takes, scientific, philosophical, spiritual, can lead to profound understanding, personal growth. It urges us to question those boundaries we draw between our physical and spiritual selves.
And maybe this raises an important question for you to ponder, after we finish talking. How much intelligent insight does it take for you to truly cognize, to really grasp both the relevance of current endeavors of man and the truths of spiritual religion in your own life? Where do those seemingly separate realities meet, or maybe where do they already merge for you?